Oh, okay, welcome to Game Grumps.
Yes, that's exactly where we are. I'm Ninja Brian.
No, Ninja Brian's the oh no, he's part of Game Grumps.
You dumb bitch.
Yeah,
no.
But anyways, welcome back. This is our second recording of this one episode. Because my room has shitty acoustics, so we moved back to Ben's room.
Yep. Back where it should be. Back in the OG room. Okay. Today we're doing another review of our shorter formats. We're doing the Judas.
We're reviewing our shorter formats. We're doing a review, which is our shorter format. And could someone please suggest a name? Because we can't think of one.
All five of you. So we've broken it down obviously into our four categories again, which are story, art, characters, and ending. And today we're doing the Judas Contract by DC Comics. And so we're going to start off with the story. Now, I gave the story an 8 out of 10, purely because I thought the Brother Blood stuff went on too long. It was kind of unnecessary.
I thought it was important to the whole thing.
I don't know. I thought it was it went on too long. I understand why it was important, but it just felt like it just dragged and dragged and dragged. And it wasn't very coherent at all. And then, there was so much more that you knew was going to happen afterwards. By the way, giving a spoiler warning. And
this is our spoiler warning because we're going to ruin the
everything's getting spoiled.
Entire thing for you.
So now that that's over, at the end of the Brother Blood storyline, right? When what's her name? Mistress Mayhem, isn't that what they call her?
Oh yeah, because you know she's definitely not evil if she's called. It's too obvious.
Yeah,
to be evil.
Exactly. When she kind of gets everybody to hate the president. And then she spreads the church around the world. I was just thinking, wouldn't this be great if they kept on with it and they amassed a massive army or something?
I'm sure it comes back later.
I'm sure it does, but for what we've read, it hasn't.
To preface, I say to preface a lot during these.
You do.
To preface, we only shut up, Ben. We only read the trade paperback. We didn't keep going afterwards.
Yeah,
so we only know as far as the trade paperback starts and finishes.
Yeah. So
but yeah, I thought the story was good. I liked it.
What would you give it out of 10?
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10?
There's just some things that I didn't really like.
Yeah, there were a few things I found Wally's leave was a bit kind of short and sweet and completely undercutted by Dick Grayson wanting to become something other than Robin.
Even Wally was like, I told him I was leaving. And then Dick said he's changing his fucking name. Yeah. And no one cares.
No one cares that, Wally is not becoming a Teen Titan anymore, but Dick just wants a new name, and all of a sudden that's
Everyone's
way more
that shit. Yeah, but I liked it. It's good. It's enjoyable. It's very enjoyable.
Very enjoyable. Unlike Iron Man.
I just like to say I'm so glad we re-recorded this because we were fucked.
Yeah. And actually...
We should probably say that if you're not comfortable cursing in strong language... Now is probably your point to turn back.
And one thing, just before we really get into this, I just want to thank everybody for the 100 views that our channel's received.
Yeah, thanks for views. We never thought we'd get there.
No, didn't even think we'd get one.
Our average retention time is 4 minutes 10 seconds, but 100 people have watched for 4 minutes 10 seconds.
That's all that matters.
And our one best friend Sandra, who's watched all of them till the end.
That's right, Sandra, haven't you?
Yeah, Sandra's here. She's quiet as a mouse, though.
Yeah. Not like your room with
her full name is... No, okay.
No, it would be nice. This time.
Yeah, right.
Next time you're not.
Right, we're not supposed to ramble during these. These are supposed to be concise.
So, that was the story. Right, moving on to the art. I gave the art an 8 out of 10 because...
Oh, art is 10 out of 10.
Yeah, we've differing opinions. I'm much more of a fan of the modern style of art, whether...
I love, the whole 80s hand-drawn, It's kind of imprecise, but that's why you love it kind of art.
I've no problem with hand-drawn. I love hand-drawn. It's just the way everything is coloured, it felt sloppy. We were talking about this before, but in Brother Blood's temple, when he sends out his massive robots and stuff, I have two gripes with it. Number one, they're all just coloured a single colour, right? Which is lazy. And number two...
It's not lazy.
It is lazy. It's purely lazy.
Ink is expensive. Why would you waste ink on a one-panel picture that's never going to return?
Why make a one-panel picture that'll never return?
Ink is expensive, man. Especially bright colours.
Yeah. And...
Yeah, if you heard that in the background, that was just someone who lives in Ben's house. We've said a million times before, we have no professional setup.
No. And the other problem I had with that specific panel is that they just ripped Darth Vader's ship out of it as well. They literally just copy-pasted that shit and then just made it red. Both of them. There were two fighters and they were both Darth Vader's ship.
The art by George Perez is a 10 out of 10 for me. I loved it. It was brilliant.
And I generally am a big fan of the blue hair to represent black hair because it just confuses me, like what's supposed to be black and what's supposed to be blue. But anyways.
I love the art. Okay, so do you want to move on to characters now?
Yep. So I give the characters a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, that's fair. That's totally fair.
The reason it wasn't 10 is because there's two reasons actually. One of them is because the whole sort of pedophilic Slade stuff that got really weird.
But does that detract from his character?
Yes, because he's all about like
just I'm not in favour of pedophiles. That was a joke.
Yeah, but no, it's not only it being a paedophile. Obviously, that's a massive thing. But it's the fact that like Slade Wilson is supposed to be like a killer with honor. And so, like, being a paedophile kind of defeats everything.
One, she's 16. I think that was the legal age back in the 80s.
She was almost 16. She was 15.
But does it ever explicitly state that Slade sleeps with her, or that she's just trying to get into sleep with her?
Said they were lovers, so I imagine she did, yeah.
Is this when she went insane in the end?
This is when she goes insane at the end, and she's like, "We were lovers."
Okay,
when
fair enough.
When Deathstroke, when Jericho hijacks Deathstroke and then makes her fight him.
Yeah, but okay, I know you're not a big fan of the whole Robin to Nightwing thing. Yeah, but I think it's one of the best transformations in comic books. Amazing.
I'll tell you why I don't. I don't like it because it's like he has the costume ready and he has the name ready and he just panders for the entire comic until Deathstroke breaks into his room and then he's like, yeah, and then he has to go away and then he was like, oh well, you know, all this time I had a costume and a name. I just kind of was pandering.
I think it was less. I think he just waited for the right time. Like he was trying to step out of Batman's shadow and be his own thing, and I think that took some adjusting to and getting used to.
You mean like how his voice completely changes in the way he says things?
He stops talking in the classic like, oh no, this thing
here we go again, Batman.
This thing is coming right at me. Like expositions out loud. And he starts using contractions and using a bit of slang.
Speaking of expositions, Slade is the worst for that. When they're in the training ground, and he's like, if it weren't for my superhuman speed, I wouldn't be able to block this.
He never says that.
He does.
He says something like it, but he doesn't say exactly
that. He doesn't say exactly that, but that's the point.
It's in his head because it's a thought bubble.
Yeah.
So that's not as bad.
It's still saying it. Like.
And 3, Deathstroke. Deathstroke could say, I like willies. I still wouldn't care.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but like the most interesting character arc in the whole thing, Beast Boy.
I don't know. I thought Tara was pretty interesting.
She's just kind of evil.
I know, yeah, but like I just thought it was cool how she was able to manipulate everybody but Raven.
Can I say, like, remember how Tara looked totally normal for like the first couple of pages, and then they hit Judas contract? She had massive buck teeth. Yeah,
I don't know what Tara looked like before Judas contract.
Funny, but I think Beast Boy is the most interesting because he really does genuinely fall in love with Tara.
Yeah, he does.
And then, like, he finds out in the end, and he thinks she's on her side when she betrays Deathstroke, but she tries to kill him too, and like when she dies, and I don't care, spoilers. And then, like, it destroys him.
Yeah, no, it's pretty bad stuff. And then also we have to talk about Geoforce and what the fuck.
Because what about Geoforce?
The fact that like they kept saying like her brother was Geoforce, and he doesn't show up until the very end, and he just goes,
he's busy.
Oh yeah, she was crazy.
Well, he
was like, we all loved her. She was a bit crazy.
No, they all thought that she was a hero. The Titans told Geoforce and all them she died saving them from Deathstroke. So he had no idea.
I suppose.
Yeah, but like another interesting thing is like they used the story to kind of set forth the fact that kids had consequences in the comic books and could die.
Yeah.
And like to this day that still stands because Terra is you know Uncle Ben dead.
Yeah.
She's never coming back.
No, unless she has, and someone's going to tell us.
It's a new 52, but like that doesn't count.
But I mean, like, yeah, because I was reading the foreword there, and it was the first time, or maybe one of the first time that they ever brought on a new member to the Titans, and everyone thought then that there's no way Tara could die. Because, you know, she's a new member, she's got really cool powers. People were like, oh, this character's really cool, it's really interesting.
You think they give her at least 12 issues before they killed her.
And then they killed her, and the writer, can't remember what his name is, not ours to look it up.
Marv Wolfman.
Marv Wolfman.
I think.
It was. Marv Wolfman was saying that him and George Perez started receiving death threats and what have you done to Tara?
Oh yeah.
And he was just like, we never said that she was a good guy. We gave people plenty of hints that she was always evil.
I think the fact that it kind of sets out the fact that consequences are permanent and they can die and things like real things can happen to them.
Yeah. Okay, that was characters. So on to the final part of ours. Well, the second final part before we do our personal opinions. Right, the ending. I gave the ending a 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, ending's good. Ending is it couldn't get much better.
No, it couldn't. Tara's death is obviously would have been a big shock at the time.
Yeah, if they kept her alive, the whole story would have been a real letdown.
Yeah, no.
Like if she had just realised that the Titans were friends all along and they turned against Deathstroke, it would have been a huge letdown.
Yeah.
The fact that she stays like insane to the end and really fucks it up and like to the point where she kills herself.
Yeah. I don't think there's a way they could have done better. Maybe if they like didn't let everybody from Hive escape. Like I kind of would have liked to see it sort of like global terrorism takedown while they were.
No, I think that's fine. It's like Hive was really a secondary concern to the whole thing.
It was,
they were more a plot device than anything else. They weren't a big thing.
Well, I mean, they kind of were.
Yeah, you could have substituted Hive in for anyone.
Not really, because the contract that Ravager got was specifically from Hive.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like, it's not like Hive was. You know, it's not like Hive were massively important.
We forgot one thing.
Ow! Ben just slapped my leg really hard, and I have fat, jiggly thighs, and it really hurt.
Forgot about Jericho. Let's talk about Jericho.
Oh yeah, Jericho with really cool sideburns.
Yeah.
Jericho or Joseph William Wilson, I can't say it really quickly.
Yeah.
Deathstroke's other son besides Grant, who died. He makes his first appearance in the Judas contract. And he basically switches bodies with people, and he's mute.
He's a mute. A mute and yeah.
He's mute, and he's mute due to Deathstroke's I want to say professional courtesy.
It was more like pride and arrogance.
Yeah, but because he didn't want to reveal information about contacts. His son got his throat partially slit by it. He was a mute. Jericho is, he doesn't say one word.
Except for when he takes over somebody,
when
then
he
he
takes
can
over
talk.
Somebody, he can talk, but only through their words.
Yeah.
So we don't actually figure out what Jericho's really like. And we know he's like a kind soul.
Yeah, we know he's a nice guy.
Yeah, but he is like one of the most interesting characters of the whole thing.
Yeah, his powers are just really kind of creepy when you think about it.
I like the whole black eyes though. And cool. Yeah, it's so cool looking.
It is, but then it gets really corny with the 80s, and it's like anytime he makes eye contact with people, the panel just goes contact.
Oh, that's so funny. No, but I love because they don't explain that his body disappears when he takes over someone.
No. And
then it just happens one time, like, whoa, what the fuck?
Or another thing, like the way they were setting it up was that he instantly goes into somebody's body, but the way they draw it out makes it look like he goes into like an astral form, and then he has to walk.
Do you know what I really like about Jericho?
What?
Dick Grayson busts out in the Nightwing costume.
Yeah.
And then Jericho's already wearing his uniform, and she's like, oh, had that on the ready, did you? just had that waiting.
Just had that under your big overcoat. Yeah. Okay. And then, yeah.
Yeah, but like all the characters in this story are just perfect.
I don't know. I think Vic is a bit too stereotypical sometimes.
No, I like Vic.
I don't know. I just feel like the way you write him.
I want to know why he hates his grandparents, because they never finished that up.
I want to know what was the purpose of bringing up his grandparents.
I think it's just to set up like a future story arc.
Maybe, but
it wasn't to tie into the Judas contract.
I know, but it didn't make it, unless like there were no grandparents, unless that's how he got him. Deathstroke got him because he.
No.
Is it not?
No, he's grandparents.
Oh no, you're right, because he got him in the electric chair. Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, I think all the characters were perfect. Raven was very interesting, if not a bit somber.
I thought that like Raven got just nerfed completely for the point of the story. Like they were like, oh, she doesn't know what's up with her powers, and
no, that happens a lot with her. That's not like an exclusive thing.
Is it?
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Because
everyone was good. Everyone was great.
Brother Blood was a bit he was a bit eccentric,
stereotypical.
Yeah, very
mwahaha.
I am the bad guy
kind of villain.
Haha.
Very grandiose. Like he has a death trap shaped like a skull.
Yeah.
That dips them into lava. It was, it's so corny, but I love it.
Yeah, it was alright. It worked.
Yeah, so the ending, we'll get back to that.
So the ending, yeah,
so basically the ending, Tara thinks Deathstroke has betrayed her.
Yeah.
When he really hasn't.
No, it's just...
You find out all along that Tara was the one who approached Deathstroke to kill the Titans, not the other way around.
Yeah.
You find out she's insane, she completely snaps by then, she goes mad, she tries to kill everyone, and there's a kind of really sad moment for Beast Boy when he realises that she had no intention of ever joining the Titans, and that she would never come back to them. And he kind of just stops what he's doing, and he sits there and he just looks at her, kind of.
Yeah.
It's really sad. Like, Beast Boy's whole arc in this is very sad. Like, there's a bit in the end where he finds her dead body and he's just kind of cradling it.
Yeah. No, people were giving Beast Boy a lot of shit because there's more to Beast Boy, as in, like...
I'd like to say, like, between now and back then, Beast Boy has fucking changed quite a lot.
I don't know what modern day Beast Boy is like.
He is not like... I don't want to say... He doesn't give as much of a rapey vibe as 80s Beast Boy did. Yeah. Or, as it goes by in the 80s, Changeling.
Yeah. But, no, it's... Beast Boy's arc is definitely the saddest because you learn when he's with Tara, when he feels that he's most comfortable, you learn that the reason why he's always at people and the reason why he's always bringing people down is because everyone else can hide in their own personal identities. He's green. He can't hide at all. And so everyone else gets to lead a double life and have a semi-normal life, and he doesn't get it.
One of the saddest story arcs.
Yeah.
It's very... You genuinely do feel bad for Beast Boy towards the end.
Even if he is kind of slight rapist.
Dick,
yeah.
But you do feel genuinely terrible for him. But yeah, the ending was good.
It was good.
What happened to Deathstroke in the end? Did he get away? I can't remember.
Yeah, he got away.
It was 180 pages of that information to take in.
He did get away, but...
Yeah, that's what you want. I hate that they call him Terminator for the whole thing instead of Deathstroke.
Because it's Deathstroke the Terminator.
Yeah, but they called him Terminator for the whole thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, I imagine this was written before the movies, so they were allowed to call him Terminator. Yeah. He's only called Deathstroke because the movies clashed with him. Yeah, the actual Terminator movies.
Great. It was a great story arc.
It was a great story arc. Much better than Iron Man.
I think it's very important to anyone who likes comic books to read it.
Yeah, it is.
It's vital. It is seminal work.
I think if you want to read Teen Titans...
Start with that.
I don't know if I would say start, but definitely make it a priority.
Start with that and then go to the 2000... I think it's 3 series. I read all 100 issues of that 2003 series in like a weekend.
Because you've a life.
No, it's so good. It's so good. It's teen angst, and I love me a bit of teen angst in my literature.
Ah, okay. Well, I think we've said all we can say.
No, I think we should do our personal thoughts now.
Okay.
So, yeah, this is great. It really, really is great. I think it's the only thing I've ever read written by Marv Wolfman.
Yeah, definitely for me. A lot of these are firsts for me. But I was very impressed, I have to say, because I thought it was going to be just the classic cheesy 80s. And it was
so cheesy.
The
cheesiness is brilliant, though.
But it just, I don't know, I felt the story, it all kind of worked in the end.
It did come together really well.
It did. I thought Raven was a bit of a weak character, but that was...
No, I thought Raven was fine.
I felt she was, like, underused, but... Anyways, so overall, I would give the story an 8.5.
Yeah, okay. We better keep these final ratings unanimous. So yeah, I'll give it an 8.5 as well. That's fair. It has some things that are wrong with it, but
yeah, it does.
Overall, it's everyone should read this.
Yeah, I would definitely say so. So guys, that's been it. That's our
come
episode.
Back next week for either our thoughts on our age rating. No. Sorry.
Next week's one is our difficult games dead.
Yeah, our difficult games dead, or it's going to be a review of The Killing Joke, or that'll be the week after.
That'll be the week after,
and then it'll be our age. Do age ratings mean anything?
Yeah,
and then
things.
Yeah, we'll let you know later.
Many things.
So bye, guys.
See you.